Hi, welcome to episode 202 of your favorite daily podcast, A Couple of Things, a podcast about things. So, I'm just going to go right into today's episode, no intro or whatever, because I can't really think of an intro. But yeah, so what I want to talk about today is dare I say, side effects of doing this podcast. I was talking to a friend some weeks ago, and they were like, oh, they're sure I'm doing fine because they listen to my podcast and everything, which is nice. I really appreciate the fact that they listen to my podcast because that's amazing. But it was very interesting to me because it's like there's this idea that because you see someone online active in some way from whatever, there's the assumption that they're fine and everything is great with them and you don't need to check in. Like, is this idea that like, oh, you can see what is happening, so everything is calm, you're in touch basically. But that it's a one-sided being in touch, because first of all, it's not the full picture of the person's life, right? It's just a part of it, what is going on. And most times I don't talk about anything like really personal going on in my life on the podcast. It's just things that I'm thinking in general. So hearing my voice almost every day, so to say, it makes it seem like I'm fine, I'm doing great, which for the most part I am, to be fair. But there's a lot that I don't like, that is not coming up on the podcast, that if we don't talk in person, in real life, over the phone or whatever, you won't know. That's the first part. Then the second part is that I am not in touch, like up to date with you. I'm not hearing your voice every day. I don't know what's happening in your life or what your current thoughts are. And it also happens with even like being on social media in general. I've had people reach out to me in the past like, oh, you've been off Twitter for a while, are you okay? And I'm okay. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm not. But it was just very interesting that it's like the picture of, if you're online and you're active, then you're okay, and if you're not, then you're not okay. And it's just an interesting thing about how the internet and social media, there's like a lot to be said that I could go into a whole thesis on how the internet and social media and being online is kind of impacting how we think about our relationships and how we handle them. Because you see somebody online, quote unquote, and so you feel like, oh, everything is cool with this person, they're fine. I've quote unquote seen them or quote unquote heard from them because they're posting online, so it's cool, I don't need to reach out. And it's just something, because I also see myself doing it sometimes, where I don't really think that, oh, this person, how should I check on this person, until I notice that, oh, I haven't seen them online in a while. And sometimes people are fine even though they're offline. Like they're offline for, like, I was offline for the most part for the past couple of days, and I was having the time of my life. I was like just chilling and resting and eating great food and having fun with my friends. So I was mostly offline, and it was because of a good reason. And there are times where I've been offline because of a bad reason. So you can't really say for sure, but I just think about how it's very interesting how our friendships and relationships are being kind of impacted by that. So it's like, oh, I'm seeing this person online, so everything's calm. I don't need to like quote unquote check in necessarily. And it's something that I think we should be watchful for in our relationships, because before you know it now, you've not spoken to your friend in months because you're seeing them posting online. Yeah. All right, that's for today. Thank you for listening. It was a very short episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.